What is going on, my fellow chairs and tables, and welcome back to the channel. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, where is part 3 to ranking serial killers, their chances of surviving Dexter Morgan? It's crazy to think that just those two parts combined made over 1 million views. 2 million if you want to count the Dexter detective video. So without further ado, here's the long-awaited part 3. Now, just like the last two, let me explain the tiers for you guys so you know where I'm going to rank these characters. Coming in at S tier is they'd kill Dexter, which means they'd kill Dexter. Season long kill, which means they'd be a main antagonist in the Dexter universe. Couple episode kill, which means they wouldn't be a main antagonist, but it would take Dexter some time to kill them. And 1 episode kill is, yeah, easy peasy. So coming in first, we have Light Yagami from Death Note. Now wait, before you guys say, wait, Light doesn't technically fit Dexter's code. Dexter only goes after criminals, people who kill people for no reason at all. And Light basically does the same thing that Dexter does. He kills criminals. But the thing is, Light did kill L, and Light also did kill an FBI agent, 2 innocent people. But then again, Dexter killed James Stokes. Well, he didn't directly kill James Stokes, but he kind of indirectly killed him because Lila found him and then she killed him. But still, since this is a hypothetical tier list, and what if, could Dexter Morgan actually get Light Yagami on his table if it ever came to it? And right off the bat, Light Yagami is very, and I mean very OP for one strict reason. Well, not the only reason why he's OP, but one reason that definitely helps him out the most is he has the literal Death Note, a supernatural book that literally kills people. But then again, you would have to say, Light Yagami would have to know Dexter's real name if he ever wanted to kill Dexter. So if you wrote down Dexter Morgan, that actually wouldn't kill Dexter. And if we're being honest, I feel like Light could easily figure out that Dexter is Dexter Moser. Because if normal characters from the Dexter universe can figure out that Dexter is Dexter Moser, let's be honest, Light can. So honestly, this isn't really much of a date at all. Light, in my opinion, I wouldn't say easily because, he would have to figure out Dexter's real name, and also just because Dexter isn't an idiot at all, and neither is Light. So honestly, it would be a very honorable battle, and honestly, I would actually love to see that happen. But yeah, in my opinion, I 100% have Light Yagami in the end inevitably killing Dexter Morgan. Next, we have Jack the Ripper. Now, at the time I'm recording this, they actually found out who Jack the Ripper was. Yeah, literally, you can look this up, which honestly amazed me. I got that information from TikTok, by the way. I was like, what? Jack the Ripper has been found? Well, not found because he died, 100 years ago or something like that. But honestly, it's pretty cool to know it's like a historical, event that happened. But honestly, in my opinion, I feel like Jack the Ripper would just be a 1 episode kill, to be honest. Now, yes, he was never caught back then, but to be honest, it was the 1800s. So I mean, they don't really have that much resources to go after people. Yeah, he was smart for his time, so he got away with it. But I feel like if you throw Dexter with all, the information that he has right now, just like, yeah, no technology, of course, I feel like he would just catch Jack the Ripper within 1 episode. Or if you throw Jack the Ripper in Dexter's timeline, still with all his skills, I feel like he just easily catches Jack the Ripper in 1 episode. Or honestly, to be honest, it could be a couple episode kill. I'll give him that. It could be a couple episode kill. Coming in next, we have Will Graham from the TV show Hannibal. Now, right off the bat, I would say this. Will Graham would 100% find out that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher. Because Will Graham found out that Hannibal was the Chesapeake Ripper. So I think he would 100% find out that Dexter is the Bay Harbor Butcher. Could he prove it to put him behind bars? No. Will it kind of help his chances of surviving Dexter that he knows this information? Kinda and no. But it would help him in the fact that he's very intelligent. Like, Will Graham can literally walk into a crime scene and recreate it with just his mind. He can be in the POV of a serial killer. But do I think that Will Graham could kill Dexter Morgan? And that, I don't think so. As I said, Will is 100% intelligent and could possibly go toe-to-toe with Dexter in a cat and a mouse game, but in the end, I think Dexter will just have the upper hand in combat and also smarts. But I think this would be a 100% honorable battle. I think this would be a season-long kill. If not, it could potentially even be more of a season-long kill. And again, yes, Will Graham wouldn't fit Dexter's code technically, and also Will Graham is an FBI agent, so it wouldn't be very easy for Dexter to kill him as well. But given Dexter's track record for killing serial killers, popular or unknown, Dexter, as I already said, just takes the cake. But 100%, Will Graham is a season-long kill in a what-if scenario. Next, we have John Doe from Seven. Now, John Doe kind of reminds me of Travis Marshall, or Travis Marshall kind of reminds me of John Doe, let me put it like that. And for the simple fact that they kill under the name of religion. John Doe killed in the 7 deadly sins, and Travis Marshall killed in the name of God. He thought the God was speaking to him. Well, inevitably he thought that he was carrying out God's will. And honestly, just because of that, John Doe would be a season-long antagonist. I even have John Doe over Travis Marshall in smarts. Because although Travis Marshall is actually a pretty underrated villain in Dexter, John Doe just is way more meticulous and methodical in my opinion. Yes, he did get caught, but he low-key kind of just turned himself in. And he turned himself in because he wanted David Mills to be Wrath. So yeah, honestly, I would put John Doe in season-long kill 110%. Next, we have Roman Bridger from Scream. Roman Bridger, in my opinion, is definitely the smartest Ghostface out of the entire series. He was kind of like a mastermind behind the early Scream movies. He was like pulling the strings. And also, Roman Bridger has the highest kill count out of every single Ghostface. And also, he did everything by himself. He didn't have an accomplice. He didn't have people killing with him. He is by no means very intelligent, and he's also pretty wealthy, I would assume, because he's a film director, so he kind of has a high status in the world, so it would kind of be hard for Dexter just to get him, right? Like Miguel Prado was a season-long antagonist because he did have money, and also Miguel was a public figure. Roman Bridger is a public figure as well. So honestly, from that logic itself, I feel like Roman Bridger would definitely be a season-long kill, but I would have to put Roman Bridger at the end of season-long kill, because to be honest, I have Will Graham and John Doe over Roman Bridger. Next, we have Buffalo Bill from The Silence of the Lambs. Now, this is from the Hannibal movie series, not the Hannibal TV show series, and Buffalo Bill is the main antagonist of that film as well. And Buffalo Bill, by all means, was definitely an odd character in my opinion. But just because he's an odd character doesn't mean that he's intelligent, because he was an intelligent serial killer. Because he most definitely was an intelligent serial killer. I mean, he had the entire FBI send a manhunt to try to capture him. So yeah, this character 100% does mean business. So what he did was basically he kidnapped overweight women so he can remove their skin. And how he kidnapped these women is he was basically pretending that he was injured. Then when he pretended to be injured, he then knocked out the women that were trying to help him. So honestly, it's kind of a move, if I'm being honest, but smart at the same time. But inevitably, I have Dexter winning in a hand-to-hand combat as well. I mean, Dexter literally beats 90% of this tier list in hand-to-hand combat. So the thing is, do I put Buffalo Bill in season-long kill? Because I already have so many characters in season-long kill. Would Buffalo Bill be a couple episode kill? Because then again, Buffalo Bill killed women. He specifically went after women. But then again, actually, it doesn't really matter what kind of people. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of does matter what kind of people you go after. Because in the end, it's all about not getting caught. But then again, Dexter isn't trying to just catch him and throw him in jail. He's trying to literally kill him. And to be honest, it's kind of known that Buffalo Bill is a killer. Since he was a kid, he killed his parents. Not his parents, his grandparents, excuse me. I'm sorry about that. So Dexter would already have an eye on Buffalo Bill. He'd be like, okay, so this guy killed people when he was younger, but Dexter wouldn't kill, younger people. And he would have it in the back of his mind. Okay, if Buffalo Bill becomes 18 and he does it again, then I would have to come and get him. So basically it would save Dexter the trouble of finding out who Buffalo Bill is and proving that Buffalo Bill is a killer. This one is kind of hard. Honestly, I would put him in a couple episode kill, and I would put him over Jack the Ripper. Next, we have Red John from The Mentalist. Now, to be honest, Red John is basically even in skill with Hannibal, but honestly, in my opinion, I would have Hannibal a little bit over Red John. I would put Red John just a little below Hannibal Lecter, but they're still in the same bracket. Because Red John and Hannibal are both very alike, actually, like more alike than you would even think. For one, they're both geniuses. They're both master manipulators. They both made other people their scapegoats, and they even have similar respected jobs to help them further blend in. Like, for instance, as we all know, Hannibal is a therapist and Red John is a sheriff. And I have Hannibal killing Dexter 9 times out of 10. So that would mean, essentially, I would have Red John killing Dexter 8 times out of 10. Because also, Patrick Jane finding out that Dexter is a Behar Butcher and even putting Dexter behind bars. And if I put Patrick Jane over Dexter, then I would have to put Red John essentially over Dexter. So I would put Red John in They'd Kill Dexter 110%. Next we have Jack Reacher from Reacher. Now there's really no debate in this either. I have Jack Reacher going up on the top in They'd Kill Dexter. Another thing is, do I put Jack Reacher over Red John? Honestly, for my bias of Jack Reacher, and since it's my tier list, I'll put him over Red John. And next, we have Jeff the Killer from Creepypasta. This isn't even a TV show character or a movie character, but someone in my comment section and in my Discord server was like, yo, can you please do Jeff the Killer? And I was like, sure. And I read up about Jeff the Killer, and he's a 13-year-old guy who's basically a ripoff of Joker because he made himself smile permanently. He also beat up some bullies, which I guess is a pretty good feat. He's pretty skilled in hand-to-hand combat, but then he got burned by the bullies, and that's why his face looks like that. I've read that some say he's supernatural and kind of like Slenderman. Then I've read people say that he's a human. So honestly, I don't even know what to believe. There's just so much about Jeff the Killer. And since Jeff the Killer is 13, to be honest, I don't even think Dexter would even kill him. So honestly, we'll just put him as Jeffy Boy and leave you guys in the comments to decide whether he would be, I don't know, a season-long kill, or he would kill Dexter, or he would just be a one-episode kill, because some say he's supernatural, some say he's not. So yeah, this is my tier list. What do you guys think? Let me know.